we're here at Dubai Parks and Resorts at Bollywood Park. I really don't know what to expect from this. It's the last one that we're doing on this trip, but don't worry, there will be one more vlog to come from tomorrow, our final day of the trip, where we're going to be seeing all the sights around Dubai. We're going to go up the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, have a little look round and see some of the sights in the centre as well. But yeah, this is it, our last actual theme park to visit. I think it's going to be quite a small part, this, but in terms of the entrance, it's really nice, the quality of it, all the buildings and decor around. You've got a Costa over there as well, lots and little restaurants and things all down the side. And this comes off Riverland, which is just there, which is the entertainment district that I've mentioned a lot throughout all these vlogs here. Obviously you've got a Legoland park here, and you've also got the fantastic Motion Gates park located here. Don't really know what to expect, like I say. Obviously we've got some really nice facades. It's finished off very well. I like with here and Motion Gate how you've got this big long entrance road as well before you actually get to the turnstiles. It's not like you go in through the turnstiles and then you've got all that, which is quite cool. Got quite a few rides to get on here. I think there's a couple of shows to see as well. And here we are, there's Harry, ready for some Bollywood action?
I am. I'm ready to dance.
To dance, yeah. We had the dance music on. Still got the Christmas decorations up in here at the moment as well, by the looks of it. Unless they're there all the time. Cholet! Oh, I like the music. So yeah, I'll get some footage. I don't think it's going to particularly be a very long video, but I think it deserves its own separate video. At the end of the day, it's another theme park. And yeah, I'll have a good look round. I think there's some good theming inside here from what I've seen from pictures. Okay, so here's the park map. As I mentioned, just quite a small park from what we can see. Got a bit of a water area there in the middle with some rides around it. Then we've got this big theatre at the back just there. That's what you can see from outside the park. Royal Plaza around the side. Heroes Flight, I think that's a big attraction inside there. Yeah, it's quite hard to see. I think a lot of the rides are indoors from what we can see. You have to explore the map. Very, very quiet there. It is a weekday. Bear in mind the weekends are on Fridays and Saturdays here in Dubai. A little tip for you if you are coming. So far, I do like all the theming and things around. The floor's themed, nice shiny floor throughout here.
No marks here? I know, right?
Is that a ride down there? It's hard to tell now, I don't think it is. I like these big elephants here. It's like they're carrying the building on their back. That's a nice design. I believe there's a flying theatre inside this park. Bit of a strange part to put a flying theatre. But hey ho, we'll give it a go. Put it wrong. Oh, that looks quite impressive.
There's a tuk-tuk.
Hey, a tuk-tuk. It reminds me of being at Chessington. Tuk-tuk turmoil. Oh wow. Not too keen how you can see the back of something there. Obviously that's the facade around the other side. This is really nice. That's the big theatre where there's some sort of big stage show in there. Oh, that's a nice waterfall in the middle. Look at that. Oh, I like that. It's like a flower. We've got some fountains up there as well. Nice. Right, first ride then here at Bollywood Park. Don the Chase. Who is Don? Do you know Don?
I don't.
Harry normally knows a lot of films and stuff, but I haven't watched, but I don't think Harry's watched any Bollywood films.
No.
Ooh, we've got a film set here. Caution, filming on set. You think there's a murder? Oh wow, we've got all this tape up. It's very well themed inside this park though. Oh, breaking news. Oh no. It's never a good sign when you've got all caution tape and breaking news and a chandelier that's fallen down. Oh no. Gunfire. Gunfire, oh god. Oh, are they? Yeah, it's not just painted on like stuck on. Oh yeah, it's yeah, it's good. What are they expecting? Is it a simulator? Is it a track dart ride?
Who knows?
Who knows? We're about to find out. Is that Dom? Don, you alright? Big safe on the wall there.
It's a secret door. There's a bookcase.
Ah, is this supposed to be a pre-show, do you think?
I'm disappointed.
Is that always open, maybe?
I invited you in my home, and you're a little mess.
Very well themed though, give them that. Don't really know what it is yet. It's got quite a long queue. Flashing lights. I think it could be a tracked ride from what I can see. Or is it a simulator? I do like this whole not knowing what it really is. It's got a lot of queue line though, so we'll see you after the ride. See you after we've been on Don. Come off Don, and it was a simulator ride, basically the same as the one that's over next door in Motion Gate, over in the Hunger Games area. One of those by Garmendale, actually, a really local company to us back in the UK. They're actually based very close to near where we live. And basically, you move forward, you've got your 3D glasses on, and the screen is curved all the way around you. What I really liked with that is, as you probably noticed from the bit of footage that I got there, it was actually set in Dubai, so that was nice. You had some of the famous sites on there, the 7-star hotel, the Burj Khalifa, that was on there, and even, me and Harry's favourite, the metro was on there running along the side. It's quite nice, that, wasn't it?
It didn't seem as good kind of quality.
Yeah, I thought that video quality wasn't as good.
Yeah, it was good. It was like the other one, really. They both identical.
No, sorry, it was a custom film. I like ones where it's a custom film. And I must say the theming's really good, especially if you're into all this sort of stuff. Obviously, me and Harry don't really know a lot about Bollywood and stuff, but yeah, I do like it. You've got this down the side here, you've got this train carriage. That's quite cool. I don't know if that's what's that in there? A cafe, is it? Yeah, this is really nice. Got these little cue balls all around as well. The different shows. There's a lot of shows inside this park. Oh my god. Loads. Didn't quite pick up the screen that good there on the camera. Is this a dead end or does it go round?
There's an attraction.
Oh, an attraction down here. Oh, there we go. Some really good planting in this park as well, considering it all only opened, what, just over a year ago. Feels like the trees and stuff have grown really nice inside here. Yeah, I like it. It doesn't seem many people about though. Really quiet. The rustic ravine. Is this another themed area then, is it, I think? Yeah, all the Christmas decorations still up in here, all the lights. They put some real effort in at Christmas here by the looks of it, actually. But yeah, Don even had a gift shop. If you want to buy a nice mug or a cap with Don on, you can. I'm sure Don will be really pleased. Nice theming. I love the floor in this park. It's really shiny. Little bike there at the side. Right, let's find our next attraction. So we've got a little indoor area around here where there's a carousel just there. Some nice lights and buntings hanging up. And you've got the wheel there as well. Two little kids rides. And then we've got this ride here as well. Thrill of Victory. Lagan. What is it? We don't know. That's the best thing. I do think the theming's very good inside this park though. Especially if you like all this style of stuff. I find it quite fascinating. And I like how the roofs have got actual covers on this time instead of seeing all the air conditioning and stuff, which is good.
This is a snazzy queue.
Ooh, snazzy queue line. Oh,
It looks busy, this one does.
oh, busy attraction. There we go. It's so sad that it's our last theme park, but make sure you go back through the playlist here on the channel and go and check out all the different vlogs. We started off here at Motion Gate and did that, and we've been back there this morning, so we did a second vlog where we did Ghostbusters, Hotel Transylvania, so make sure you watch that one. Ah, let's go. The audio is awkwardly quiet inside here. I can hardly hear it now, never mind when this queue line's full. Okay, so it just come off. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any footage on that one. It was another simulator ride, that one. I think it was the same manufacturer, the same sort of ride system as the ride over at Motion Gate, the Kung Fu Panda ride there. However, we went on that and it was actually quite rough and jolty. With that one, it felt a little bit smoother. But in terms of the storyline of it, obviously we're not really going to understand it because it's probably based on some Bollywood film. But yeah, it was really strange. It was like, was it like a cricket match or something going on?
Yes, it was like the story of a cricket player, I think, but it was a weird way it was portrayed. It was all like puppets.
Like wooden and steel
robotic,
structures, yeah.
Robotic puppets that picked up the ball and then threw it down a trap.
I don't know if Harry spotted it or not, but there was a British flag in there as well at one point.
I didn't notice.
Did you not? Yeah.
He was trying to sort out what was going on.
What was going on? So we were on a roller coaster, weren't we? It was a roller coaster adventure basically, and the simulator just moved forward and backwards. It wasn't a 3D simulator. You didn't have to wear the glasses on there, which I prefer the ones like that where you don't have to wear the glasses because it means you're not restricted. You can see a lot more what's going on. But yeah, it was all right. It's another simulator ride. I do hope that they're not all simulator rides inside this park in terms of the major attractions. But there are good things about the big stunt show just over there. We need to find out what time that's on and go and watch it. Not too sure if I'm going to be able to get any footage of it or not.
I've just noticed here. Go on. This is the first ride I've seen that has a single rider's entrance.
Really?
On the entire trip. That's the first one.
It is, yeah, you're right. I don't know if it's open or not, but there is one. Yeah, out of every park we've done on this trip, I don't think there's been any single riders.
I haven't noticed any, have you?
Yeah, I mean, theme parks out here are still a very new thing, and we've got a lot of friends that work over here at the parks and have met up with them, and they've explained to us how the people over here aren't used to a theme park style setting, and that's probably why they wouldn't want to ride alone. Maybe that's probably the thing of it. But there's some great theming inside this park.
Just a caution though.
Go on.
There's a man here who's wanted.
Oh no.
So just keep your eye out for him just in case.
50,000 dirhams if we find him. This is nice. We're on a train track. Like a water tower off to the side. I wasn't expecting the theming to be as good in here actually, but it is. It's yeah, really nice to look at, and as much as it's not really the thing that we're into as such, and in terms of the shows and that, I don't think we'll watch all the shows, but I definitely want to see that stunt show and see what there is. But it seems like there's a lot of entertainment here, which is good for people who are into that sort of thing. So next ride we're going on, Cholet. And this is based on some sort of train station by the looks of it. Let's go, yeah, single rider. Good spot there. So we've just come off Cholet, which was an interactive dark ride. With that one though, we had to wear 3D glasses, and there was a lot of screens in that. It was pretty much all screen based, and there was a lot of vinyl walls inside there. There wasn't a lot of theming. Well, there was no theming really around. The queue line was nice. We had like a ticket office for like where you buy tickets to get on the train and stuff. And then basically we were following this train, and loads of people were shooting at us really throughout that. But yeah, there were a lot of screens, not really any theming to look at inside. But yeah, it was all right. That was, you could see what you were shooting on that, which was good. You go on quite a lot of these newer interactive dark rides, and you're not really too sure on what you're supposed to be shooting. It was quite clear what we were doing there. They had quite a good length to it as well, probably about 5 minutes or so. As Harry mentioned though in there, it's nice to have some of the screens we used more as transition, so we kept moving throughout instead of just being still looking at the screen. And also there's a couple of scenes where we had some strobe lights and stuff in the room which lit up along in sync with what was on the screen, so that was nice. And there was also some heat lamps in there in one of the scenes. Not like we really need heat lamps, with us being British, and yeah, and it being 27 degrees pretty much every day this trip, if not a bit warmer, then yeah, we definitely don't need heat lamps. Over here, they think this is cold at the moment. For us, this is a nice temperature, it really is. But yeah, it was not a bad interactive dark ride, but I would have liked a little bit more theming about inside there, really. Enjoying it?
It was just vinyl and screens, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, vinyl.
No props at all.
No, just some little barrels or something.
Yeah,
Something else to shoot at.
It needed more.
Yeah, a little bit more. The themed areas here definitely don't disappoint though. I mean, you sit here on this bench and look out that way, you got all the rocks and the sky behind it. It's very, very immersive actually. I can imagine if you're into Bollywood and watch a lot of Bollywood style films, then this would be like your dream theme park. The Stunt show's on in just over half an hour's time. DaBangg, Stunt Spectacular. So we'll come back and watch that, because like I said, I've heard some good things. I've seen a few clips of that before, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage from inside there.
Support them. When I say action, just start shouting from there, okay? Let's do this. And wait for me to say action. Action! God, give it up for them, guys. That's so good. And for yourself, for a lovely audience I have today. Thank you. Just wait there, okay, guys?
Okay, so we've just been into Cinemagic, and I actually thought that was going to be a 4D cinema. We were going to go in and put the glasses on and watch a film for 10 minutes. What it was a 30-minute interactive experience all about making a Bollywood film. And as much as we didn't know what the Bollywood film was, I really enjoyed that. That was my favourite attraction inside the park. And I thought it was a really nice, just the whole thing how it worked. We basically went into a few different rooms in a circle. So nice and easy, no advanced technology or anything. It was a circle with, I think, was there 3 or 4 rooms around? Yeah, 3 main scenes, wasn't there? And we walked around it, and you sat down in each room, and little things happened in terms of making this film. In the first scene, they picked some people out of the audience and had them on a green screen pretending that they were skydiving. In another room, they were making like the sound effects and things, and you saw the shot there of the room where there was a ball and they're having to scream on the balcony and everything. And then they put it all together at the end and you watched it on the screen. I thought that was a really good experience. And the guy in there as well, like the host, really made that. He had some really funny jokes, and me and Harry were laughing quite a bit at some of the things that he was doing in there. He was just a funny guy, wasn't he?
It was, and what's nice about that in there is that sort of kind of show style could be used in so many places. You look at like Harry Potter in London.
Yes.
Like imagine that, where you go in and film, say, a scene where they're flying, playing Quidditch, a scene where they're doing something else, you know, making potions or something. That could be used in so many different attractions across the world.
Yeah, it could. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was one of the definitely the best thing in this park for me, mainly because it was so unique. And it was a 30-minute experience. It was all in English as well, which helps. We could understand everything what was going on. And like I say, the guy was hilarious. He was making lots of jokes and stuff, which was really good. Yeah, nice attraction. And obviously it was kind of similar to something what they used to do at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World in Florida, you know, where you go round just before going on the studio tram tour and you do all the interactive stuff, like with the water and everything. It was that sort of style. So it has been done before, but I've not seen it outside of a Disney park. And yeah, I just overall enjoyed that. It was really good. The reason we're rushing over here is because that went on longer than we expected, and the stunt show's either just started or is about to start in a minute. But what's good is the staff all the way around here directing people back to the stunt show, so hopefully, it looks like we're going to be getting in there now. I don't know if I'll be able to film any of this, but if I can, of course, as always, I'll show you some highlights, and if not, we'll talk about it when we come out. But yeah, I'm impressed with Bollywood Parks. As much as it's not really my cup of tea, I really wanted to come in here and see it all, and it's got some great theming, and the shows look like they're going to be really good from what we've seen with that interactive performance. Right, it's the 4 o'clock show. We're going to watch DaBangg Stunt Show Spectacular. Let's go, and we'll see you after the show.
Me and my guys, we set a small trap so we could capture your jerk of a husband.
Chulbuji?
That's right, Pandeyji. I have spent years trying to seek my revenge on this police inspector, Chulbul Pandey. But what better way to capture him than by taking you and your dancing friends hostage? Take them in back, and you are staying right here with me.
चुलबुल तुम पे इतने छेद करेंगे कि कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे।
Even you can't make out Chulbul Pandey. What? Why didn't you shoot him, boss?
I don't pay you to question me. I pay you to shoot my enemy. Do it now. This cannot be happening to me. Send in the backup. Hurry. Hey, you have him surrounded. Just punch him. Where did I find these idiots? I'll be responsible for the death of all these people.
I am not going anywhere.
Fine then. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have time for one more dance performance before this explodes. So enjoy while you still can. Ta-ta. Yeah. Oh no! The explosives!
Sorry, Shera. You are the only one exploding here.
Hurry up, guys! Come down! Help me push the bomb! Chulbul, we really need to hurry. The bomb is still ticking. Chulbul, are you okay?
Yes. So, here's the plan. I will swing down and shoot the bomb. You just hide for the cameras. Ranju, here we go.
just watched DaBangg, the stunt spectacular here at Bollywood Parks Dubai, and yeah, it was a really nice venue. So indoor venue, which is strange for a stunt show. They're normally outside or just covered over a little bit. That was a fully indoor venue, really good sound system, really good lighting, quite a short show, about 20 minutes, and there wasn't really many big spectacular stunts in that. There was only one vehicle movement, so to speak, where the car came out and spun round. He did do that in quite a tight space though. It wasn't like a massive area to do it in, and so that was good, but it was mostly a lot of action in terms of fight scenes and stuff. There wasn't a lot in terms of big stunts at all. There was a couple of zip wires where they went up and down and one across the audience. It was still an enjoyable show, but it was more the venue for me. The lighting and sound was really good, and that fire effect was great as well, where you had the two big fire blasts in there. But yeah, it was nice. It's one of those, I wouldn't bother watching it again, but it was all right for what it was, wasn't it? Enjoy it?
Yes, it was okay. Just a lot of emptiness on there. Like,
a lot of dead space.
There was only probably 6 actors, was there, in the entire thing?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the best show in the world.
No, I think when we watched the one at Global Village, because that stunt show was amazing, the monster stunt show.
So I think that's what we were expecting, really.
Something like that, and I'd heard good things about that as well. And if you like fight scenes, then yeah, you're really going to enjoy it. But there's some nice stuff at this park. It's a lot better than I was expecting. It's very well themed. It's very quiet though, but it's still got a nice atmosphere and loads of shows. We literally walked out of that one and there was another show going on. And I think there's going to be another show here shortly as well, Dance Off. I'm not too sure if that takes place outside or if it's actually inside the theatre. But yeah, we'll soon find out. Bit of work going on here as well. Looks like what, some fountains or something? Or they're putting a stage in. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it was good for what it was, that.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for joining us. Judge number 2.
My name is Nancy. I'm from India.
Nancy from India, very nice. And judge number 3.
My name is Asaf from Saudi Arabia.
Asaf from Saudi Arabia, very nice. Okay, so we've got 3 amazing judges and they're going to help us out along the way, but ultimately it is not them who will decide the winners of the competition. Oh no, it is you, the studio audience, with the help of those devices you received on the way in. So do me a favor, take those devices out for a minute and take a look at the screen. Now, these devices are super easy to use. You'll notice there's a few numbered buttons on them. Today, there will be 3 competitive dance rounds, and at the end of each round, you, our studio audience, will vote for your favorite dancer from that round.
Passion for dancing brought him here today to participate in the Bollywood Parks Dance-Off. He says that his time spent here has been the best time of his life. And today he is not just a dancer, but an overall performer who can act and dance, which helps. As from here, his next step is to go back to Mumbai and work in the Bollywood film industry as an actor.
Before he heads back to Mumbai to work as an actor, he's gonna dance, and he's dancing for you. It's Santosh! If your favorite dancer was this cool dude here, Goldie, you're gonna press number 1. If you were enchanted by the beautiful Shivangi, you're gonna press number 2. If you're on Team Santosh, it's number 3. Or if you were mesmerized by all the spins and that perma smile of Shreya, it's number 4. Who will stay? Who will go?
So you just saw a few minutes of footage there from the dance-off show here at Bollywood. That was about a half an hour show inside the big theatre just behind me here. Really nice in there. They also have a show at night in there, which I think is an upcharge show, where it's got like all Bollywood dancing and lots of special effects. So if you do come here, that might be worth coming to see if you like your Bollywood stuff. We won't be watching it this trip, but yeah, it's definitely worth probably coming to see from some of the previews what we saw on the video. That dance-off show though, it was in the same venue. I really liked that. Again, it was another clever sort of use of a show, a bit like what we watched earlier on in the other theatre. With that, It was like an X Factor / Britain's Got Talent style show, and you even had like the little things to vote who was your favourite dancer and stuff, and the guy was from Canada who was doing the presenting, and there were some really good jokes and stuff in there, and I enjoyed it. I mean, there's some really good lighting, really good sound system. It's a very nice theatre actually. Looks even better in the sunset. But yeah, it was just a nice concept, and you had like 3 different rounds, and you had to vote who you wanted to go, and they played on it like they do on the proper show, like going to the judges, picking some judges out of the audience. At the start of the show they kept going back to, it had like audience interaction quite a lot. They kept going into the audience and picking on people and putting them on the screen and stuff, asking them what they think and getting to do dance moves and stuff. So yeah, it was good. It was a nice little show actually. Quite enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Mr. Turnstiles?
I did, yes. No, it was quite nice to kind of sit back and do that. And it's nice how it's interactive, gets everyone involved.
It does. There's some nice interactive stuff in this park. It is another movie-style park, really, a bit like our Motion Gate's a movie park. This is a movie park for Bollywood, you know, and there's a lot of really good stuff here that we didn't know about. Obviously, we knew about some of the rides here, that there was some stuff, but we didn't realise there was that there, the Cinemagic, that show that we watched just. There's some nice things, and I believe there's just another attraction to see inside this park. And then I'll show you a few more shots. And yeah, pretty much wrap it up. It's only half a day's worth of fun. It normally opens, I think, at 4 o'clock. Today it opened at 2 o'clock, but it's open till 10. So even themselves, they know it's not a full day park. But it's been quite a quiet day. We've still been in here about 3.5 hours, so there's quite a lot to see. And more entertainment going on down there as well. The Hall of Heroes. Have a look inside here now. Harry looks excited. He's gone in through the doors. Ooh.
Two different ones.
Oh, we've got 2 attractions. Well, Heroes Flight, I believe that is the Flying Theatre inside there. And the attraction on this side, I'm not too sure. I thought we just had one thing left to do, but obviously not. So, yeah, we'll do both of these. Maybe both on 10-minute wait. Start with Heroes Flight, shall we? And give that a go.
Sponsored by Etisalat.
Etisalat. Gift shop in here. Yeah, it's a nice park, it is. Some very good theming throughout as well. So we'll see you when we come off.
Yes, Raj, it's really guys, you've got company. I have to go after them. You guys stay here.
I missed the greatest adventure of my life? No way!
The aliens are attacking and draining the power from the
Come on! Yes!
That's it. That's the power source. I'm going in.
Okay, so we've just done both of the attractions inside this building. We've just done Heroes Flight. Krish, is that say? Krish, Heroes Flight? Something. Krish, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, that was the Flying Theatre. Now, unlike your standard style flying theatre like soaring, you actually got onto like a platform with 3 rows all the way across, and then the platform lowered down, and then the seats sort of raised up. It was quite good. I just think we were sat in the wrong seats on that. Basically, obviously with the Flying Theatre, it's like a curved screen, and if you're on the edge of one of the rows, then you're going to be looking partially outside of the screen, and we were where we were sat on that, so I think that would have been a lot more enjoyable if we're in the middle. It was about 5 minutes in length, and it was really strange. Normally these flying theatres, like soaring at the Disney parks or Volunteering at Europa Park, you're flying over countries and stuff. This was a bit different. He was flying over somewhere with like a character. Obviously, well, maybe it was Krish, I'm not too sure, because obviously we're not too sure on these brands what they actually are. But yeah, it was okay, not my favourite flying theatre, probably my least favourite actually. I'd take Volunteering at Europa Park over that any day. But yeah, it was okay for what it was. Just a flying theatre, wasn't it? I've done quite a lot of them of recent years, so I'm getting a bit used to them now, but the public really liked them. It got a bit of a clap at the end, people enjoyed it. But yeah, I thought the storyline of that was a bit strange until we went on this, which is RA 1 or RA1 Unleashed. I think it's RA. And this basically was we went into a really cool pre-show, didn't we, at the start, which was nice. So there was like a
man like
yeah,
and an actual man
like a member of staff,
and
yeah.
then, like the film must be in front of him, and then he turns into a computer-generated image, and then
yeah, that was cool. It had a good start, didn't it? We got a good pre-show. Yeah, and then we read the sign. It said it was going to be a 4D theatre. We went in, and it was a 4D theatre themed around, I assume, RA 1 Unleashed. It was that guy up there anyway. He was some sort of Bollywood superhero, I think. And we went in and we were told, a really nice British voice actually, telling us how basically this guy had developed, or someone had developed, an arm, what was like a gaming arm or something. It was a bit weird, but it sounded good at first.
the story sounded good. The actual effects / audio, the audio quality in there was horrendous.
Yeah, especially when they were speaking.
Yeah.
Like the background music was good, but when they were speaking it was awful. But there were some nice smells in there. Same with the Flying Theatre actually, some really good smells throughout. But other than that, constant use of the seats in there. The seats were proper, like they were moving really fast, not just little jolts, proper good seating, but it was just used way too frequent in there, which was a shame. Yeah, probably, well, one of the weakest rides in the park, that one. Luckily we only waited about 10 minutes for it. But yeah, like I say, smells is something quite big in both of them rides. There were some really nice smells in there. And also in the Flying Theatre as well. I think we've done all of the major rides in this park, we think. We'll double check the map just to make sure, but obviously it's dark out there now, so I think some of this park is going to be lit up quite nice at night. So before we do depart Bollywood Park, I'll show you some night shots just from around the areas, because I think there's some good lighting around here from what I've seen. All the Christmas lights are still turned on as well. But it's a nice park. Again, it's a small park, probably the same sort of size of Legoland, if not a bit smaller. But it's the same sort of layout as that. You've got your central hub, just here you've got your street where you come in, your hub in the middle, and then the areas off to the side. But yeah, I'll show you a few shots of Bollywood Parks Dubai here in the dark. These are really nice. I'm not too sure if these are just for Christmas or not. Look at these. Light up balls. Light up balls. Hashtag light up balls. Look at those. It's around a really nice seating area as well with all these little decorative pieces on. Oh, they're nice. I assume they're here all year round. Very nicely lit, this park. Obviously, all the Christmas lights are still up, even though we're in the middle of January now. The rustic ravine, let's have a look around here. But yeah, Harry's just double checked the map. We've done all of the rides inside this park, other than the carousel and the Ferris wheel inside there, but they're only little kids' flats. When I go to these sort of parks, as long as we do all the unique attractions, so to speak, I'm not too fussed about doing the little flats and stuff, really, especially the generic ones. But yeah, it's a nice park. Really nice park, and considering it's something what me and Harry both aren't really into that much, I just think, you know, we've enjoyed it a lot more than we thought we were going to. I certainly have, anyway.
Yes, well, I didn't really know what to expect, so it's my expectation. It's gone above, really, with, like, you know, the fact it's got kind of dark rides.
Yeah, dark rides. Harry loves his dark rides, and you know, just like this area, it's nice. Some really good buildings and stuff around, and I'll show you a few more shots as we make our way back to the main entrance street. We'll have a look in the gift shop and wrap up the vlog from Bollywood, our final theme park vlog of the trip. I must say the lighting is absolutely fantastic around Bollywood Parks Dubai. Really enjoyed discovering another new park. So many new parks to see in this trip. Make sure you go back and see all the different vlogs we've done. Hey, all right there. He's got the moves, look at that.
Can I have another autograph, please?
Oh my God, look at that, that's a big one.
It's a big pencil.
Oh my God. We've got some mugs here as well. We're in the main gift shop, just down near the exit. Quite a nice mug there, actually. That top one's quite nice. There we are. You've got that one there with the nice palace on. Here you are. You got one for Don here, Harry. Harry loved Don earlier on. Why don't you get yourself a Don mug? There you are. Don.
Don here. I know that's not Don.
That's someone else. That's Don, look. Don. Rock on. Some good merch. I do like the main mug just there. It's quite good. I don't think I'm going to be making a purchase though. There you are. What about I take a Don t-shirt for Charlotte? I think she'd appreciate that. Yeah, some nice merchandise. I don't think I'm going to be buying anything from here, but yeah, there's some nice stuff. Like I say, if you are into all this Bollywood stuff, there's some nice things available. Oh, Harry's found a coin press.
I might get one of these.
Yeah? Has he got all the parts? Like, has Motion Gate got one as well, maybe? Probably has. Yeah, quite a lot of merch. Loads of t-shirts, mugs, loads of stuff available. Yeah, you get yourself a souvenir, Harry. Okay. And I'll show the viewers these nice elephants again at night. Love that, the Jumbo Cafe. It's all lit up on the top there as well. I like this little stall outside as well. There you are, you get your cricket bat. I can't believe there's a ride based on a game of cricket here. There's some strange stuff for people who aren't, like, we've not seen any of these Bollywood films and stuff. But I'm impressed with the theming. You stand here and look round, it's really, really pretty. Really glad we came in to see it. And obviously you can get combi tickets for all the parks here at Dubai Parks and Resorts. That includes Bollywood Park, Legoland, and of course, Motion Gates. So make sure you check out the website if you are coming for combi tickets. It'll be a lot cheaper buying any combi tickets before you come here than it will be on the day. So, right, we'll make our way outside and wrap up this vlog, the final theme park vlog, but there is one more vlog to come, and that will be from the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, where me and Harry will wrap up our mega trip to Dubai from January 2018. What a trip it's been. And here he is, Harry Turnstiles, walking out through the turnstiles as we end our day at Bollywood Parks. What do you think to those?
They're actually really nice. They've got inbuilt fingerprint reader.
Yeah, so you scan your ticket.
A nice beacon here so you can see whether the ticket's been accepted or not. That will either turn red or green. And here's your barcode reader.
I just like how you got the fingerprint ID. That's something what needs to be implemented back home, isn't it? Stuff like that. I mean, this is quite easy to get people in there underneath, isn't it? Like,
it is. I also like these. So it's very obvious when you stand back kind of which ones are for entry and which ones are for exit.
Yeah, and it's the same on the other side as well, isn't it? But how's your day been then at Bollywood? What have been your highlights? What have you enjoyed? What have you not enjoyed?
I've enjoyed the selection of shows here.
Yeah.
They're all a bit different. They're aimed kind of at us as like Brits.
Yeah, tourists. Yeah.
They're very, some of the jokes in there, I don't think many people seem to understand them actually in the shows. But like, we find them funny, but not many other people there seem to laugh along. But
yeah, like we've enjoyed them, haven't we?
Yeah. It's really good. But really different style of shows, the two that we did, the voting one. Kind of, yeah, just a really different approach to a show, which I quite enjoy.
Yeah, and in terms of rides, I don't think for me there's any standout rides as such.
No.
But it was as Harry said, really. He summed it up what I was going to say with the show. It's very different, very unique. And my favourite show is still that one, I can't remember the name of it, but we went round the circle in the 3 different rooms and had all the interactive stuff going on. It just reminded me of Hollywood Studios, and I love movie style parks and what take you behind the scenes and show you how things are done, and with the green screens and the effects, and so I just thought that was a really nice show. We didn't know what we were coming into with Bollywood Parks, and we left it to the last part of the trip. We were going to do it originally with Legoland, but obviously Paul Harry about a week ago, he was ill, but luckily he got better after that. But yeah, you know, we've come back here as the last park of the trip, and it wasn't intentional that we made it the last park at all. We were going to do it about midway in, but I think it's been a really nice one to sort of end on, and our final new park to see, really. I mean, I've really enjoyed it, and of course all the Christmas lights and stuff in there look nice as well. It's very well decorated. yeah, I'd like to see them maybe get some non-screen based attractions, because everything that's in there is quite screen based, but who knows what might happen going forward. There's a lot of expansion room around the sides, it seems, especially behind the interactive dart ride. I saw a massive plot of land what could easily be used for expansion, and who knows, maybe one day we might even see the world's first Bollywood themed roller coaster. Who knows when we'll next be back at this park. But I definitely will come back. You know, it's not one of those where I'm leaving thinking I've been there, I've done that. If I came here again to this resort in a few years' time, I'd definitely come back to the Bollywood Park and see it all. And like I say, with the combi tickets, what they do here, it makes it nice and easy. Thank you very much for watching our final theme park vlog here on the channel, but don't worry, it's not the last one until tomorrow. It's our final day. We're having a sightseeing day. I'm going to get some shots all around some of the famous sites, including the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, and also try and get a few shots of that metro system as well, because the next station is Etisalat. Thank you very much for joining us for another vlog on the channel, and that means it's time to cue those Bollywood credits. See you later, guys. We'll be right back.